Okay, so summary time. Well, as this is a Radio Centre event, you'd expect me to draw your attention again to the relevant facts that extol the virtues of radio, and I'm not going to disappoint. But to put these into context, let's remind ourselves about something that Mark Ritson said after publication of the 2018 study. His theory was that existing perceptions and behaviours were too entrenched for this project to have any significant effect. And when you think back to the long-term trends in share of ad spend I presented earlier, and then consider the disconnect between actual share of commercial listening compared to advertisers and agencies' perceptions, shown here, it would be easy to conclude that he got his conclusion bang on. But a second glance at the evidence highlights a different and more positive story for radio in the intervening years. Firstly, in 2018, radio achieved record ad revenues for the third year in a row, and broadly maintained this across a challenging 2019 for all traditional media. Perhaps more importantly for the long-term health of the medium, the latest study shows how radio's qualities are now better understood. The data reveals that perceptions of radio are finally catching up with the evidence, narrowing the gap, particularly in terms of targeting and building brand salience, which in turn have led to an improvement in the medium's overall perception ranking. Crucially, despite many changes in the wider media landscape, radio remains the second most valuable medium after TV for growing brands during a recession. So, if you take Daniel Kahneman and Ubiquity's advice and ask for reinforcement for media planning decisions from your System 2 brain, at the very least, you should be giving radio more serious consideration if you want your brand to hit the recovery in the best possible shape. And if you do, you won't be alone. As Martin has already revealed, 34% of advertisers are planning to spend more money on radio advertising in 2021 compared to their initial pre-COVID 2020 budget. And even when you factor in those advertisers planning to spend less, that's still a net 19% of advertisers planning to invest more in the medium next year, the highest net shift for any traditional medium. And whether you're one of the 67% looking to increase or maintain your radio spend next year, or just one of the 19% that doesn't yet know, Radio Centre has the ideal tools to help you understand how radio's attributes can contribute most effectively to your plan. Firstly, in terms of brand salience, Radio Gauge Predict allows you to search by category data relating to radio's uplift effect on awareness, relevance, trust, and consideration. If you're considering targeting people at relevant moments, then the Context Targeter allows you to easily search IPA touchpoints data to find out the share and reach of individual media for different tasks and activities and how this changes across the day. In terms of return on investment, the Campaign ROI Calculator estimates the potential returns from your media campaign based on how you split the budget across individual media, allowing you to compare the ROI from different media mixes. When it comes to reach, the Cover Curves Generator analyzes radar data to provide you with cover curves for a whole range of audiences. This can be used to help designate headline campaign weights based on a reach target or to estimate schedule coverage based on planned ratings. Finally, we've updated all of the evidence data in the Media Attribute Mapper tool. Originally developed in response to the 2018 study, this allows you to make a more visual comparison of the relative strengths of two media across the full spectrum of 12 attributes. In summary, alongside the Beyond the Bubble research presented earlier, we believe this study demonstrates radio's excellent capabilities in helping brands break out of the bubble to connect with new customers and grow, even during challenging times. Thanks for listening.